What is going on, fellow fans of Clash of Clans? I am so excited that you chose to stop by yet another episode of No Cash Clash. Now, of course, if it is your first time here, now is a great opportunity to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications if you haven't already, get ready for the earliest and most accurate update information. In the meantime, we stay inside, we isolate together. Thank you guys for joining me, and we continue to not spend any money on this account, and I feel like we're actually just about halfway through Town Hall 9. We are more than halfway with walls and heroes, less than halfway with defenses and the lab. We just have to wait and see when we can get this done. I'm hoping by summer that we are on our way to Town Hall 10, but we'll see. This is going to help out a little bit doing these war attacks, because if you don't do war attacks, it's like virtually giving loot away. And hey, speaking of giving things away, did you guys know I give away all sorts of stuff on my Twitter account and in my live streams because you guys use code Galadon? It's true. So now it doesn't cost you anything. You can pop in there to settings, more settings, scroll all the way to the bottom to the basement of Clash of Clans and enter code Galadon. And that way I get 5% of any money you spend on gems, packages, and gold passes for 7 days. You got to re-enter the code every 7 days, but I promise you, I'm giving away thousands to charity and to lucky viewers like yourself. So get in there. What are you waiting for? And while you're at it, make sure you follow me on Twitter at Galadon Gaming. Okay, so that war is done. We got a couple of attacks in. We got some major loot off to the treasury, and we are ready to spend it. Notice the heroes. Yeah, so unfortunately for me, this episode, no progress from the heroes with those 3-day upgrades. But we are going to break down and start to spend some of these hard-earned gems. We are just above 3,000 gems, and it's time. Well, you know, I said I wanted to get this done by summertime, so let's go. Research potion. It is going to shear a day off of the minion upgrade. So, you know, in the long run, I feel like that's going to make a difference. But we, of course, need to continue to try to earn gems, which that's not quite as easy as earning loot. That is for certain. Okay, so there are the builders. We've got one free right now. So what do? Well, we've got all of the level 8 walls done, as you know. But you'll notice that we are also working on defenses. I would love the sexy upgrade of the Expo. It is always cool to get that to the next level, but I feel like I still need to work on some of those other more basic, you know, less exciting building upgrades. So yeah, we'll wait. We'll get the 4 million or whatever it was for the Expo at some point. You can see the Archer Tower is behind, a Tesla, a Wizard Tower, and an air defense. All of those are behind the others of their kind, and of course, the collectors. That's free loot. All right, free loot. Speaking of free, there you go. So that is maxed out. It is going to sit over there, and then I believe it's just the gold mine. And it turns out, I don't know if you guys noticed, but we had accidentally left the gold mine on the wrong side of the progress base. So we move it over and getting a little bit more space over here on the needs upgrade side. So again, working on those lower level defenses. There you can see all 5 builders are working, and unfortunately we don't have a builder free for a day. So a full 24 hours of raiding, but you know what? That's right. I almost forgot about over here. The Hammer of Heroes has just been waiting, calling my name. Galadon, buy me 165 League medals. So we went ahead and purchased that, and after we bought the hammer, then I was left with 37 medals. So that means the training potion, or I'm sorry, the builder potion. Yes, of course, the builder potion. So now we can shear, you know, 10 more hours off of all those build times by popping a builder potion. So feed that to all 5 of my builders. That's right, 5 builders. Got them free to play. If you don't believe it, I suggest you go back and watch every single stinking episode. It is a playlist. If you guys get a chance, you know, you're binge watching, you're at home, why not binge watch Galadon? In fact, let me know in the comments if you have binge watched any of my episodes. I would sincerely appreciate that. Okay, we fast forwarded through that upgrade because we have this quandary, this conundrum, this issue here of we don't want to waste a rune of builder gold. So what we're trying to do is get the gold storage upgraded and then spend the gold we currently had in order to consume a rune of builder gold. So all of these upgrades were done in effort to get us as close to 0 as possible. Pretty good right there, 6,000 left. So that means at this point what we can do is, without feeling like we're wasting too much gold, we're going to go ahead and pop that rune of Builder Gold because I couldn't wait any longer. We can't wait to upgrade the gold storage any further because the event was just about to expire. So there was no choice but to go in, use the rune of Builder Gold right here, and we're going to use that. That's going to fill the gold to 1 million, and then we can go ahead and finish the event. You remember from the last episode, we were hanging on to like the last 4% damage before that event was going to be over. And when I finally do complete this event, it is, what is it? I believe we were like 2 hours left in the event. So we went ahead and did this attack, and yes, this is Dirty Baby Dragon Spam. Yes, bringing it back. Galadon with DBDS. If you're a fan of the channel, you've known that for years. Dirty Baby Dragon Spam got us the win, got us the Rune of Builder Gold and the XP, and back to the home side because that's just more fun over here. So this is a rare look at the actual defensive Town Hall 9 base that I often forget to put back up. But here it is, and it's time for one quick upgrade. It looks like, again, like I talked about just a couple minutes ago, we were trying to upgrade the lower level defenses to at least get them to the same level as the others. So in this case, that's going to mean where it is. There it is, the noob archer tower. Going to go up another level, and so all of the archers on top of that tower can feel more at home and don't feel like they are not as good as their other archer sisters. Okay, let's go down to the attack, and okay. This is the only dragon attack I'm going to show you, and again, it's at 2x speed because I promise you no more single speed dragon raids for the rest of this series because you got to be completely bored of this. I am completely bored of it, okay? I really am. But, you know, again, this is what I'm doing throughout the days when I am making other episodes, when I'm playing other games, I'm spamming dragons. Sometimes I don't even stick around. I'll just drop everything and go. Turn off the iPad, switch to another game, maybe switch to another account, and it's just come back and I've got loot. And that's why the quality of these raids has definitely decreased. Not going to show you much as far as the regular dragon raids, but we do have some other raids, obviously, and I'm still open to your suggestions of what raid strategies you would like to see, because other than dragons and go wipe, that's, you know, primarily what I've been using. All right, here we go. You ready for this? That's right, Galadon spending more gems. We're going to tally up the gem spend at the end of today's episode in the status report because it weren't cheap, all right? It weren't cheap. We spent a lot of gems over there in the shop getting this stuff going, and I used some of it right there. Obviously, the Book of Heroes, we'll save that until the last minute. 500 gems is a lot to spend. It will not save us a huge amount of gems, but we will use it, and I feel like it's just going to help speed the whole series a little bit. Okay, again, raiding with Go Wipe without heroes. So how do we make this work? Well, not really any differently than we would. We're just going to do the same basic idea of the funnel on the outside with the wizards, behind the golems, the P.E.K.K.A.s trying to get them down the middle, and then the lone jump spell. In this case, I figured, you know, this jump is going to get me all the way to the core just because of the way things were laid out. So we roll on in, then it's just spell timing and placement a little bit for the freezes, for the rages, and we're going to pick up the town hall. Again, not super worried about getting, you know, maximum stars. Don't need the triples. Without heroes, that does become extremely difficult. But the Dark Elixir, that's right, 2,200 Dark Elixir sitting in that storage right in the core. Okay, fine. Not quite 2,200, but a lot of Dark Elixir sitting in that storage in the core. And so we did get all of it, though. We got all of the Dark Elixir because that's where we sent the troops, right? All right, that's what we do. So Go Wipe working out pretty well, and not on every single base. But we do end up with 2 stars right here, getting the damage with the ice golems still rolling. These guys I've been using in my clan castle, and only because there was that event going on where you needed to use 2 ice golems. So we threw them in there. You know, it doesn't hurt that much, and we did, of course, win most of the battles that we tried. Okay, all of the battles that we tried with the ice golems. We didn't pick any super tough Town Hall 10s or anything like that, and we pick up a massive amount of loot, although, again, we're leaving a lot of loot behind. I feel like overall, like economically speaking, Go Wipe is not as good at picking up a mass amount of resources, at least for me. I find that the dragons or even balloons and minions work better at grabbing a lot of resources. Of course, it depends upon the base design. If you got resources all around the outside like you see here, then of course you want to be barching, but barch is, like, to me, the most boring raid possible, and I want to avoid barch by any means possible. So we're going to try everything else, and that's why, again, I'm opening it up to you guys, the viewers, the comments. Please do leave them. Let me know what you would like to see me try, get better at, or what you think would actually be the best or most smart economical raid to use. Also, the same for advice on trophy level. Did you notice we did drop significantly for this episode, and we are going to cover that in the new and improved status report where, yes, here it comes. The drop, nearly 300 trophies. Today, we're going to track gems spent. Ouch! 645 gems spent. Again, the heroes did not make any progress this episode 16 and 17. The gold grab, elixir escapade, and heroic heist all have increased significantly, though, as we're picking up multi-millions on our way to Town Hall 10. Before you know it, for our next goals, I need to figure out a way to have more free gems in this account. I honestly, it's been tough, and now I'm spending it, but you guys spent the time here in the episode to the end. That means you are the true hashtag Gal fam. I love, appreciate, and think about every single one of you every single day. So be it for more full attacks.
Galadon! Galadon! Are you okay, lad? Sounds like your tongue's tied in a knot.